Everyone in the world is trying to find out who they are. For most of us, we label ourselves, or get into groups to try to find out who we are. Hi, I'm Vastus, and I work for IDA, Identity Detective Agency. This episode is about a very, very special identity. My team and I have just discovered a new group, and this group includes everyone on the entire planet, and it has been around for a while. It's just that not many people have been really aware of it. So take a look.
Vasilis, it's Guff here. I'm so excited to tell you about this great article by Mark Prinsky that a friend forwarded to me. It's about identity. Apparently, with all the changes in the last 2 to 3 decades, a new social identity has formed, a digital identity. Furthermore, you and I have a place in it. We are either natives or immigrants. What do you think?
Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds interesting, but what does it have to do with me? And what is this new identity called? Well, I'll answer your second question now. Everyone falls into one of two main categories. One, a digital native. Or two, a digital immigrant. Well, that sums up a lot. But to take this a step further, Guff has got in contact with someone who claims to have a digital identity.
Okay, so let's get right into the interview.
All right.
So what's your digital identity? Are you a digital native or immigrant?
Oh, that's a very good question. I am a digital native.
So why do you identify yourself as a digital native?
It's actually kind of funny. I was raised by a digital immigrant. My mom, when she was 8, just fell in love with using a typewriter. So when she got older and she began to use the computer, it was just solely for the purpose, really just to type. I mean, she really didn't want to use the computer for anything else. But when we were growing up, she very much encouraged us to use the computer at an early age. We were doing like little software programs on there, and we started surfing the internet and typing up documents and different things like that. So it's just like it was kind of normal for us to start incorporating things like using, computers and cell phones and things like that. It was just kind of normal.
So I hear you made a name for yourself.
Yeah, about that. How did you even hear that? I call myself the Digi-Gen Kid.
Could you explain that?
It's actually it came from an article that I was reading actually earlier this week, and there's this very interesting line in there where the author says that a lot of people call this generation the D generation for digital, and I said, wow, that's kind of interesting. That's really cool. So I when I just read that line, I was like, that's really neat. What if I just took digi from digital and then gen from generation and meshed them together, and that's how I got my name, the Digi-Gen Kid.
That's right. So what are the top 3 things you use technology for?
The top 3 things currently, I I write novels, so I definitely use story editing software, and of course I use Pages and Microsoft Word to write my stories in. I also, in about 2010, I started a teen magazine, and I've been using both Pages and InDesign for that, for the production of that magazine. So, and then the last thing would be is that I use currently GarageBand right now, just mainly that program to record some of my band's music.
So wait, you sing?
Yes, I do.
Oh, cool. So, can I hear something?
Well, my band isn't really here, so if I play something, it's not really gonna sound.
Well, it's alright because, like, I'm a musician. I play the drums, so I think you can do it.
I mean, if you really want to, then okay, sure, why not?
Okay, let's go.
Thanks, Guff, for your information. So now that you know what a digital identity is, I have one last question for you. Which one are you? Are you a digital immigrant or a digital native? So long.